Welcome back. My name is Dave and this is Fuzzee Tutorials. So you can see the scenery behind the camera has changed quite a bit. So I've got the new office all set up here. And now we're going to build this new computer. So I'm pretty excited about this one because this is a system for myself. Since my MacBook Pro started having some serious hardware issues, I made the decision to pull the trigger, and with the help of some really good friends I was able to put everything together I needed money wise, and we were able to get the parts. I want to give a shout out to Microcomputers Plus here in GP. They were instrumental in getting me the video card. I couldn't find one anywhere else. It was virtually impossible. I had one in my shopping cart 3 different times, and by the time I was able to check out, it was gone. So as kind of a last desperate effort, I gave them a call. It's actually a place I used to work as a tech many moons ago, and they had just sold out of the ones they had, but they had a couple more coming in, and I was able to purchase one before it came in and took delivery. So I'll show you the parts here in a second. Now this isn't going to be a detailed tutorial on how to build a computer. I've already got a series of instructional build videos that I'll link at the bottom in the description. So if you need a real detailed step-by-step guide, you can refer back to them. They're from about 6 months ago, so it's still pretty current. So what we're looking at here is we've got a Ryzen 3900X, or actually 3900 XT, and I was trying to get a 5000 series CPU, but they just were not available. And we've got a tower cooler, and we've got a Seasonic 850 watt 80 plus gold power supply. And this is the video card that we managed to get our hands on. So this is the 6700 XT, and I'm really happy with this. This is one of the best brands that you can get for AMD cards. So that's a Sapphire Nitro Plus. And we got a very special motherboard. This is the Gigabyte B550 Vision D-P. And this was almost as hard to get a hold of as a video card. They kept selling out, and then when they came back in stock, they were double the price. But I managed to find this one, and it's actually a little better than the straight Vision D. So this has got a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet built in, and it's also got Thunderbolt 3 built onto the board. And it's also Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5. So this is a wonderful board. It's built for creators, and I'm really happy I was able to get my hands on one of these. And we've got some spinning rust for our main video file storage. This is a 4 terabyte drive, and as always it's Seagate. And then we've got a 480 gig SSD for our boot drive. And we've got some G-Skill RAM. This is 3200 megahertz CL16, and this is 64 gigs. Now, with being that I'm building a video editing machine, I really wanted to have the extra memory to future-proof it, and so I can at one point easily handle 8K and 12K RAW, or multiple layers of 4K. So I do have the ability to shoot 4K now, which is actually what we're shooting in right now. And we've got some Noctua fans. These are nice black ones. These are variable speed, 120 millimeter. So I got 3 of those to go in the system. And then we've got over here I guess I'll have to turn the camera a little bit here. So what we've got here is a Corsair 5000D airflow. Now I did a lot of going back and forth for cases. Some of them kept going in and out of stock, and of course case prices have gone up. And I wound up, I was kind of torn between this one and the Fractal Design Meshify 2. But I wound up going with this one because it's got a little better layout for drives, and it's got a little more configurability than the Fractal. So I decided to go with this one. I almost got stuck with a white version of it, but I was able to find this black one at the last minute. Now later on this summer, when it warms up, I'm going to actually be taking some parts off of this and painting them. But you'll have to wait and see what I wind up doing for design and painting. But for right now, I'm just worried about getting this beast up and running. And you'll note that there's no RGB on this. My budget was really tight. This cost way more money than it should have had to, and there was just nothing in the budget for RGB, and I'm not a huge fan of RGB to begin with, so I'm just not into putting out money for something that is not going to help performance. So I recognize that lots of people like it, and I don't have anything against it particularly. It's just not for me. So let's get started. Like I said, this is not going to be a build guide, but I'll fast forward you through the build process, and I might stop and talk to you on a couple little things that I run across as I'm doing this. But just sit back, relax, and enjoy the music I picked for you to listen to, and let's get started. Okay, let's get our CPU in there. And you always want to be careful not to touch the pins or the top. And she'll just drop in. Okay.
Cover them up so you don't see beyond the mask. My world's a dying star, falling for you is
acknowledge that this makes me look like a bit of a nerd, but I hate trying to hold a flashlight in my mouth or do stuff one-handed. So I went and dug this out. Found this since the build guide that I did last time.
In the morning when I wake, save me from the storm inside my bones, the fear of living on my own. I'm all open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
Oh, there we go. Completed build. Now let's see what kind of odds you'll give me for it all working the first time I plug it in. So the next time you see it here, I'm going to have it set up on my desk along with the monitor, and we'll see if she boots. All right, so here we are at the end of the build. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour around the newly organized office and the computer. So let me just switch views here. And there's a rear channel speaker. Monitor and computer, of course. More speakers. And there's the center channel under there. Now, something I didn't talk about in the main part of the build video is the monitor. So that is a 34-inch ultra wide, and the resolution on that is 3440 by 1440, and that is a MSI. It's their gaming monitor, and it's actually pretty decent. I haven't really done any gaming on it yet. I'm not really much of a gamer, but so far so good. I've been running some benchmarks on this system, and it is a real beast. I think I scored a 2055 on TimeSpy, which is above average for this particular configuration. So just as a reminder, this is a 3900 XT with a Radeon 6700 XT 12 gigabyte video card, and we're running on the Gigabyte Vision D-P B550 motherboard, and that is a Corsair 5000D airflow case, and I absolutely love this case, and it's got tons of airflow. So I'm excited for the new direction that our channel is going to be taking. We're going to be able to do some much higher end video projects, and as of late, with my MacBook Pro having so many issues, it really limited me in what I was able to produce. So that's going to change now. We're full steam ahead. We're still going to be doing some Apple stuff, but I'm going to be doing a lot more Windows 10 based tutorials, and we're going to be getting back into doing some DaVinci tutorials, and it's going to now be on DaVinci 17 Studio. And just show you a couple other little changes we've made here. So I've got the DaVinci Speed Editor keyboard, which is a huge time saver. And I've also got a graphics tablet, which I don't really have unpacked at the moment, but that's a Galman. I actually did an unboxing and a bit of an introduction to it, which you can find on my channel. Now, down in the description, you're going to find links to all of the parts that I built this system from. Now, obviously, video cards, it's going to be really iffy whether you're going to be able to get your hands on one of those. But this particular card is a Sapphire Nitro Plus, so it's one of the top end cards that are available in the 6700 variety. Also, I'm going to be having parts reviews on my website, which is at fuzzed.ca. The link will also be down in the description, and you can go and check out a previous build I did on there as well.
My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so